Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Perdomo. Okay, yeah, like we're on air right now. Thank you guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Perdomo. Views from Gen 6, whatever the hell you want to call me. OG Domo, fucking Mr. Dolasolo 54. And welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast. I'll be joined today with my other host, Billy Webster the Third. Billy, will you say something for us? Yeah, that's Beat Web there. Cutting up in, yeah, cutting up in the back right there is fucking NAA Matthews and Tragic. So, you guys want to say something?
Oh my day.
Alright, so today, as everyone probably fucking knows, if you pre-ordered the Legend Edition of 2K19, you will be probably playing that right now, not absolutely listening to this shit. But if you're a broke ass motherfucker like me and waiting for your check to bounce through, we ain't got 2K. So my three folks in the back, they're gonna be talking a little bit about their hands-on experience with 2K right now. But before we go into that, we're gonna start this podcast off every way. We're gonna be starting every other podcast with the opening tip. So opening tip, basically, this is gonna be just a little piece of advice that we're gonna open every fucking podcast with. So William, what's a good tip? B Web, what's a good tip for the people out there? Mm. Mhm. Niggas really be tricking. Let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody get this bag.
Alright, Tragic, since y'all talking shit out there, uh, I know you're not
What's
talking
up?
shit.
Somebody was talking in the back of the mic.
You got some, Nick. What's the opening tip, Nick? What's the opening tip? Yeah, yeah. Zach, this is me. Okay. Yeah, bro, you're not gonna
about to
come.
say at Zach, because Zach didn't drop any F bombs.
Alright, well, I don't know for a fact is Nick isn't gonna come in here on my podcast talking shit, telling me I need to wash my fucking mouth. So, alright, Tragic, do you have Tragic? Um, 2K is.
My shit was there. Oh yeah, they robbed you. They robbed you blind, Bill.
Alright, so okay, now we can't say
Ronnie 2K.
motherfuckers were actually streaming, so let's stop saying fuck you, Ronnie 2K, okay? So the greatest thing about this is we're talking about this right now, and I'm playing MLB The Show. So,
That was so funny. I forgot to laugh.
all right. So, Zach, if you're talking shit, Zach, what's your opening tip? What's the opening tip?
My well, shit.
You know damn well what I mean.
Wow, Nick's horny, ain't he?
He
So
really
my
is.
tip is don't be horny.
As the switch hitter will take his cuts left.
All right. So,
That's my one tip.
Now the pitch.
Loki, I'm gonna have to throw this fucking whole podcast away. Alright. Anyway, so everyone here has played through the Prelude, and I guess we'll talk about the initial thoughts on the Prelude, and then you guys can elaborate more on actually just how the actual just your first experience with the game is so far. So, for me, the issue I have with the Prelude was what it is every year is, just it's a free download, but you only get like 2 hours of content. Unless you're a whack ass motherfucker like me who plays 2KU for about 2 hours alone, just trying to figure out everything. So
Bill,
what
you on?
what do you guys think of that?
First delivery to him on the way.
That was dope. What part do you like? Yeah, it was definitely a lot better than last year.
1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
D-Rock,
I think
I'm not
even
sure
bu-
you're one of those superstitious
Yeah,
guys,
my bad.
but
I think building off of
game
that
hitting
is just
streak,
this. I like the street ball idea, like that, and like if it was more like an and one atmosphere, I think it would have been kind of cool. But the fact that you literally just play like just in a random ass tournament, you don't really know anyone. Like the dude you even introduced to as almost like kind of a competitor, like he's just like out the picture, like literally after that game. And then all of a sudden, because you play well on this one random ass like tournament, you like your NBA team of choice gives you like a tryout. So I think that was my issue with that. But
Now the 2-0.
What?
3-0 now.
to be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right
Yeah,
now.
that
He
Demigod
really
joint?
looks like he's finding
Yeah.
himself on every pitch.
And that
Yeah,
puts it
that's-
ball
yeah.
four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been
yeah, I feel that.
struggling out there, and if
I
you're
totally
running
feel that.
around hitters, you
I
don't
also
wanna
noticed that
walk
too.
around hitters into
Playing through the
bottom
Prelude,
of
I had a 6'10" small forward,
The 1-2.
almost KDS player. I'm gonna have a different build for actual 2K19. But yeah, no, that was the one thing that was kind of cool, was it didn't scale you down.
He comes back with a better pitch and gets
So I like that. I also like the ability of if you just don't fuck with with 2K's writing staff, you know, you could just skip a cutscene. That's also pretty nice.
So 3 runs.
B-Web, if you're still there, what'd you think of the Prelude?
And a couple of men left. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Carlos Castro, as he's
Yeah.
got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first.
Yeah.
Is in time, and the Phillies are digging in to try it again.
Man, the Prelude would have been hard if that was
Try to
if it
follow
did
up the
that.
double in
Yeah.
his last at-bat with another
Now-
big hit right here.
The thing that I noticed with it is I know last year, I think it was 18 how they did it. The Prelude was initially it was just like a full download of the game, but you were only locked after a certain point. Like it locked things away. So people were still able to data mine stuff though, which something that's actually really interesting is you never really hear about 2K getting data mined, however you want to say it. Just because I hit the wrong button there. Whatever. You don't really hear about it getting data mined because 2K Studios does a really good job of releasing all the ratings. And there's so much early content. There's nothing really to data mine because everything's already out in the open. Now, Zach, I know you didn't play the Prelude, but I know right now you are currently starting up the My Career mode. And how are you feeling about the China, the Chinese environment playing Invasion in Shanghai? Yeah, essentially the Prelude stuff that everyone else had.
Man, the Prelude, I didn't get to play the Prelude, but so this so far it ain't too bad. I like it, it's different.
Philadelphia jumped
Yeah.
in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Yeah.
I
Okay. So I know another issue that I had, at least with the Prelude, was I tried to give 2K my money, and they gladly accepted my money. I put an additional $50 into it, and just VC, and it was actually trending, but I'm trying to flex for the YouTube. But
And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A
what am I
fair
saying? But
ball.
I never got the VC
Williams
for
is on his way home.
the purchase, so I'm still waiting on that. So hopefully it's going to be there when I load into the game. But I know I was not the only one who was
That's
experiencing this
two
issue.
assets for me.
Crawford, runner in scoring position.
Shout out to Zach Rogers, who has 2 assets for him.
Bunt attempt here.
Um,
The barehanded attempt gets by him.
That- yeah, no.
How to go is a
So-
single.
and essentially the thing that really annoyed me with it was they sent me not only
The
to
next cleanup hitter.
like they sent me to 2K support after telling me they couldn't do anything, and 2K support basically said, yeah, there's nothing we can do. So it's like, alright, cool. So I love how everyone's taking my money, but no one is telling me how but no one's giving me answers how to get back my money.
Back in 2011.
I find that funny.
Yeah, Matty, they
Um,
certainly got it right when
but
they drafted this guy. He has turned himself
anyways,
into an absolute superstar.
besides that, you know, it's
Everyone
cool.
knows this guy's name, and kids are
I
buying his
I think I would like the
jersey. So here's
ability.
how the Phillies are
Thank you,
positioned
Marty.
defensively.
I'd like the ability to replay the prelude, you know, just so you could build a couple builds before you just go in and fully commit. But I mean, if they did that, then you know you lose kind of. I guess you lose for 2K. Like what the prelude is. Prelude's basically just like the striptease, honestly. Like,
Come on!
like it's trying to get you like my friend Nick Matthews out here, and you know not trying to go any further, you know.
Herrera on the run. He gets
Yeah.
there and makes the play for the second out of the end. So digging in now, Garrett Cole. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
I wouldn't even blame you if you did that.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Yeah.
So the lineup flips over and
Yeah.
digging in, Cesar Hernandez.
So outside of just the Solvers, I think they just need to overall just improve the support system as a whole.
Hit to the left
'Cause
side. But Little handling this one down there at third as that will end the inning. So they go quietly here
Okay.
in this half inning.
I'm gonna edit that out, I guess.
Digging in now, Antonio Aparicio.
All right. So outside of that, you three, how you guys liking? You know, hands-on experience with 2K, like more like gameplay standpoint. We talked a little bit about my career. So if you've touched, you know, just standard games so far, how you feeling about that?
I love seeing LeBron in a Lakers jersey.
All right.
I'm his #1 fan.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Castro.
Get your rack ass out of here. All right.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. They're down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here.
Mhm.
Next for the Mets, Pretty Boy Valentine. No hits in 2 trips to the plate
Yeah.
for him in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a
Yeah.
drive to center field. That one's got a chance.
Yeah.
And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
Yeah. No.
Man, I was clamping shit.
Just the breaks of the game, but up until this
Really, you would
point,
clamp
it was
it
a
up,
big
Zach?
mistake. He was throwing it
Yeah.
deep. Now he
Man.
looks up at the scoreboard and he's
I love the
trailing.
defense.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. From what I played, just like the little, you know, my additional 2 hours in the prelude, just playing 2KU, like a broke ass motherfucker.
Well, Matt, this
What I really liked, you know, how players really kind of felt like they had to wait. Like every player felt like an individual player, you know. So like, because last year with 2K18, literally like to me like every shooting guard felt like every other shooting guard, you know. The exception to that, like the only person who I felt like really played differently, just because I played with them an extended amount of time, was Jamal Murray. He didn't really feel like a shooting guard to me. He felt more like a point guard, which where they have him at now in real life, but he's really a 2 guard in my mind. But that's another point.
At one, bitch ass
So-
dude, get off me.
Zach Rogers with the man one there. So
Huh?
thank you. So yeah, no, I like that part. I almost like I don't want to say like going to your shot contesting point. Like I don't want to say it reminded me kind of live from last year, but because that live literally you just hit every shot that was you took. I felt like. I mean, granted, I didn't play a lot of live. No one here really played a lot of live, right, Nick? Yeah, except for Nick. Nick played a decent amount of live, but he liked it, and I was excited for Live 18. Not gonna lie, when I played the demo when that first came out, I thought it was gonna be a cool game. I finally did pick it up. I never really got to put time in it, but I like what they're going for. I'm not sure if I'll be getting 19 this year, but I don't know. I think the thing that made 18 really appealing to me at launch was just its price point, being a $30 game. I thought that was like really cool. But I think, yeah, it was last year I think, and then now it's full retail. So I'm not gonna drop 60 on a game that I know is not as like. It's frustrating. Like I have the same issue with Madden. It's just there's no really good competition, so studios can be complacent. Like I'm not sure, Bill, if you saw it, if you've seen it, but the Xbox 360 version of 2K18.
Oh, that was cookies.
It was legitimately. It looked like 2K13 from 360, just with updated rosters.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeah.
Swing and a drive
If you got.
Robles facing back.
Yeah.
He can't
I mean,
get
13 was cold. Don't get me wrong.
continue. And the runner will score from second.
But yeah, no. So if you, a good video to look up for that is
everyone knows this guy's been
Abin?
having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way.
all right. Well, don't worry. We just made fun of you playing live, so nothing new. He loves live.
Here's a high pop-up. Rendon has a play.
All right. Anyways,
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
shit. What was I saying?
So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate.
Live.
and they
Live
push
is a good
across.
game apparently. But no. Anyways, so.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Matt.
But in live, you know, I felt like, you know, shooting was not more realistic, but, you know, I just felt like with live, you felt like more of a superstar, you know, because you were able to hit those contested shots. Granted, everyone in that fucking game could hit contested shots, but, anyways, that's besides the point.
Standing in, pretty boy.
So I guess that's a decent part, you know, talking about just like 2K19. Game has barely been out an hour for us.
Robles waits on it.
So, you know, I think, you know, talking about it for like 20 minutes is pretty solid so far. So, you think it's going to be the GOAT? The best 2K. So, I really hope so too. I guess let's go around. What so far? So, if excluding what you played from 19, what 2K do you think was your favorite of all time? It's for me, 2K15. For you? I feel it. 2K15 was pretty nice. Zach, how about you?
And now for Washington.
Whichever one was with MJ.
There were two with
I think
MJ.
it was.
2K11 and 2K12 both had him as cover athlete.
And a great athletic play to
So,
get him, man.
I think for me it was 2K12, personally. And then a close second to me was because it has a close spot in my heart is next gen 2K14. So that was the first 2K on the PS4 and Xbox One consoles, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think the game, honestly, I thought that game looked better than than some of the shots in 2K17.
Nighttime baseball.
But yeah, there's some. If you look at some of the initial like screenshots from it, there's some shots that just absolutely beautiful from 14, especially on Kobe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Shot out toward the alley in right center.
Can I also mention how that Xbox version of 2K was the biggest fucking scam of all time? Like, literally, I bought two versions of 2K that year. I bought one from the 360 and then the PS4. Oh, I definitely did. Like, because someone who I'm not gonna name, but Billy Webster III said, "Hey, you should get 2K for the 360." I was like, "Alright, bet." And I will say though, that 2K14 on the 360 had one of my favorite modes of all time, and that was the LeBron mode. Where you had like, because it reminded me from 2K12's Jordan moments. Because I'm not sure if you guys ever played those, but those were dope. Because, you know, you had games My favorite memory with that is just you playing the game. You know, you have the Shrug game, you have the Flu game in there, and they recreate those moments. Like, I think one of my favorite memories from 2K, I think it's 2K12 that had it, but one of my favorite memories from it might be 2K11 that had it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But was where after the Flu game, like Jordan Collap like falls into like Pippin's arms. I thought that was the coolest thing ever when they fall through that.
Now to play, Doug Dykes, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Yeah.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Oh, going back. And that one is gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Pretty boy Valentine. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. A swing and a high drive to right center field.
Yeah.
Ready to take his axe again. Pretty boy Valentine. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall.
Yeah, that last at that.
Man.
He turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it.
Man, I'm not gonna.
I
feel that.
And he's got the tough ones out of the way. Only a single, and he'll have the cycle.
Man.
First offering on its way. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Man, I know. Back in elementary, I had these fucking Pacers wristbands that I wore all the time. Holy shit! I just hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can
Bro.
happening in a single game.
Bro.
He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this.
Man, you gotta get ready.
Little dribbler down the line.
I feel it. Man, I remember the. So, throughout all high school athletics, I wore sports goggles, and I remember when I first got them, I thought I was the coolest motherfucker. I thought I was the coolest motherfucker for having goggles, so I wore them to school, and I, rightfully so, got bullied. So, yeah. Now that was cool.
Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
Winning 4 in a row. Success is never guaranteed in this game.
So I apologize, guys. I'm having some connection issues. So depending on how it keeps going on, I might have to cut the episode short. Just letting you guys know. So yeah, no, so far, 2K holds a special spot in all of our hearts. So we really just hope it's going to be good this year. I think we all agree we were overall just disappointed. I think that's the best tone to say. We were just disappointed with 2K18 and what it had. So, this year I'm looking forward to it. They do have tattoos. You got to get to a certain level to unlock them. Man, what are you talking about? My favorite tattoo is the little P that they have. That shit's cold. Oh no, hell no. I think some people are able to.